Do you ever catch yourself realizing you have just wasted hours scrolling mindlessly through your phone in the dark? You drift through meaningless news, short videos, and endless noise, and by the time you look up, the night is almost over. A quiet regret settles in, a hollow kind of exhaustion. And yet, the next day, the same cycle begins again. We spend time as if it were endless, but the truth is, a quiet tragedy unfolds in our lives every single night. Let me tell you a story that can stay with you, wake you up, and forever change the way you see those empty hours in your day. It is said that there was once a poor fisherman living an ordinary, unnoticed life. One night, he rowed his small boat into the middle of a wide river to cast his nets. The sky was pitch black, with no stars, no moonlight, no guide. Thick fog wrapped itself around the boat. As he waited for fish, he grew restless and bored. The silence of the night made him uneasy. Reaching beneath the side of the boat, his hand brushed against an old cloth bag someone had left behind. He opened it and felt rough, cold stones inside. In the darkness, they seemed worthless. To pass the time, he picked them up one by one and threw them into the river. Splash! One stone disappeared. Splash! Another vanished into the dark. Soon the fisherman found a strange little pleasure in the sound. It broke the boredom of the night. So he kept throwing them, one after another, carelessly, thoughtlessly. Each one flew through the air and disappeared forever into the deep black water. He went on like this for hours. Then, as dawn finally began to break, the first ray of sunlight cut through the fog and touched the last stone in his hand. It flashed, it blazed, it shimmered so brilliantly that he froze. It was not a stone. It was a raw diamond. The bag he had found was never filled with pebbles. It was filled with priceless diamonds. His heart stopped. His breath caught. He stared into the dark river, where, with his own hands, he had thrown away a fortune beyond imagination. In one long night of boredom and blindness, he had wasted a treasure that could have changed his life forever. He collapsed in grief. And that story is not just a legend. It is one of the clearest reflections of our own lives. That cloth bag is your life. Those diamonds are your hours, your days, your attention, your presence. And that darkness, it is unconscious living. It is distraction. It is the fog of unawareness. Every evening you sink into laziness, scroll without purpose, worry about things that have not happened yet, or lose yourself in pointless emotional noise. You are picking up the diamonds of your life and throwing them into the river of forgetfulness. Splash, 1 hour gone. Splash, 1 evening gone. Splash, 1 year of your youth gone. You throw them away so easily because in the darkness of distraction, they look ordinary. They look like pebbles. That is the danger. You always think you have more time, and that illusion quietly ruins lives. We live as though time is infinite. We treat it like a bag that will never empty. So we waste it. Postpone what matters, wait for the right moment, and assume there will always be another chance. But everything in this world has an ending. Everything that begins must end. One day, the light will come. One day, clarity will arrive, and only then do many people realize how much they have thrown away. Why do we do this? Why do we keep losing the present moment? The first reason is that we are hypnotized by the glitter of the future. The second is anxiety. We pile tomorrow onto the shoulders of today. We spend precious energy trying to solve problems that don't even exist yet. We imagine wolves that are still far from the village. And while we do that, we lose the only thing that is actually real, this moment.
The third reason is scattered living. There is an old story about a wealthy landowner named Elias. When the river dried up, fear took hold of him. Instead of digging one deep well, he ordered his workers to dig 3 shallow wells in 3 different places. They spent energy everywhere, and found water nowhere. Then a wise teacher arrived, chose one place, and dug deeply. Before long, fresh water rose from the earth. The lesson was simple. Life does not reward a scattered hand. Water is found in depth. In the same way, a distracted life becomes a dry life, scrolling while eating, thinking about tomorrow while speaking with someone you love, working while checking notifications every few minutes, living in fragments. All of it drains your vitality. A meaningful life is not built by doing more and more. It is built by going deeper. And beneath all of this lies one more root cause. We do not feel grateful for what we already have. We look at our ordinary hours, our quiet evenings, our simple moments, and mistake them for something insignificant. We think value exists somewhere else, somewhere bigger, somewhere later. But gratitude changes everything. Gratitude does not wait for life to become beautiful first. Gratitude is what reveals the beauty that is already here. When you become grateful for the seemingly small things, you stop seeing pebbles. You start seeing diamonds. So how do we stop throwing them away? How do we recognize the value of the present before the bag is empty? It begins with one quiet practice: awareness, mindfulness, not as an abstract idea, but as a living skill. There is a Zen story about a professor who visited a master to learn wisdom. The master poured tea into the professor's cup until it overflowed. Tea spilled onto the table, but he kept pouring. Shocked, the professor cried out that the cup was already full. The master calmly said, "Like this cup, you are full of your own ideas, assumptions, and noise. How can I show you anything unless you first empty yourself?" That is our condition too. Every night, the mind is crowded with old frustrations, future fears, unfinished conversations, quiet cravings, and inner noise. To see the diamond in your hand, you must first empty the cup. You must stop reacting automatically to every discomfort. Instead of reaching for your phone the moment silence appears, learn to sit with that silence for a little while. Let your life become an expression of Ichigo Ichie, a Japanese way of seeing life that means this moment will never come again in exactly the same way. This dinner, this breath, this quiet night, this version of the person you love, this tired but honest version of you, none of it will ever return in this exact form. And once you truly feel that, presence stops being a discipline, it becomes devotion. Do not confuse the finger pointing at the moon with the moon itself. Books, teachings, even these words, they are only pointers. The truth is not found in collecting more ideas. The truth is in directly experiencing this moment without judgment, without delay, without running away from it. So tonight, before sleep takes you, pause for one breath. Look at the stone in your hand. Do not throw it into unconscious distraction. Ask yourself gently, what am I trying not to feel? What shadow am I chasing? What future burden does not belong to this moment? Then put that burden down. Forgive the unfinished parts of today. Be grateful for the quiet, even if it feels empty. Morning will come, but you do not have to wait for sunrise to recognize the value of what is already here. The diamond has always been shining. You only need the stillness to see it. And if this kind of quiet reflection speaks to something in you, stay close to Mind Peace Stories for more gentle stories on wisdom, healing, and inner peace.